Boy said next week and come out of a second bro. I'm open to see it doing soon as one connection of traveling to the void of a evil realm.
Yes, yes, yes. Spin on, spin on. And they all make a rainbow. And the galaxy. You! I love how this is all in caps. Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! 2 exclamation points. Then yours is just kind of melodramatic. Curse you, Rauru. It's not caps. Once I did Hey Bob, she says, curse you, Hey Bob! Exterminate your descendants! Exterminate! Exterminate! Doctor Who, that's a Dalek. And he's sealed away in the sacred realm or what have you for... however. That's what I mean, I beat him. Shouldn't I get the Triforce? Shouldn't I get his Triforce of power? Otherwise, why is he trying to take the Triforce of courage away from me and the Triforce of wisdom away from Zelda? If you can't take it away by beating somebody, then what's the point? And I guess this is cartoon rules, just don't look down. And don't question why Link has a shadow. Thanks to you, Ganondorf's been sealed inside the evil realm. Oh, it's evil, is it? Okay. For a time. So yeah, that's the point. For a time. Then it comes back, and the hero of time is nowhere to be found. Because Zelda here is kind of a little, don't mind if I say it, cunt. By making Link give back the Ocarina. Like that's gonna make up for it. I just saved Hyrule. You have any idea how many Octoroks I killed, and how many weapons I had to get, and how many times I traversed Hyrule Field? You have any idea how many emeralds and medallions I got? And she's like, no, that was a fluke. We can't rely on you. Give it to me. Give it, Link. Spits out his gum. Pfft. Everything depresses me. Time for us to say goodbye. Now go home, Rauru. Link's like, no, I ain't your bitch. I think that's my favorite timeline. Ooh, you did spit in this. Link is the adult. So I don't know which games. You can look it up. It's recently Nintendo announced it. Ew, it's all slobbery in here, Link. What have you been doing? Pfft, you ruined my ocarina. It smells like chocolate. They got the ellipsis right. A period and three more periods, 3 dots. It's the end of a sentence. There are 4. So congratulations, you beat the game, if you've been following my walkthrough. With all the heart pieces and containers and stuff, and it didn't take you nearly as long as you thought it would. This game typically takes 15 to 20 hours. A couple times I've done like one sitting run-throughs. Took 18 hours then, but I don't think I was as familiar with the dungeons as I should have been. I suppose you can add up how long this took you. Every one of my parts is about 10 minutes. Well, it's gone. I aimed for 10 minutes. It's gone a little more than that. Probably 12 minutes times. This will probably be 91 to. So roughly, I would guess 15, 16 hours. Nobuo Okajima. It's nice to see this, though. You really don't appreciate the 3D worlds while you're playing the game, because you're watching the sprite in the middle of the screen run around and slash the sword and all that. But when they do this and kind of move the camera through, you're like, wow, that is kind of 3D. And then they made this game in 3D on the 3DS, which, I don't know about that. From what I understand, most people turn off the 3D effects. Just gives them a headache. But it's a good game. I don't think they really should have changed too much. I don't think they really should have made it 3D. They changed a lot of the textures and things and added some detail. I just don't think it works for this game, because they didn't add detail to everything. It's like putting hairy arms on the Venus de Milo. It just doesn't work. I mean, yes, it's more texture, but only in some places. It's not to my liking, but I'm sure the game's still fun. I mean, the new designs just don't look... Link looks kind of angry with his new eyebrows and everything. I don't know. Mocap? Cap your ass up in Motown, fool! Character voices. What? They didn't... Nobody said anything! It took 3 people to go, hey! 6 people. 6 people. What, did one of them have to make that boom sound every time you hit the A button? There's only one motion capture actor. That's disproportionate. I guess there were some that were like giggles and things. I want to find who did the voice for the Great Fairy and send him a note saying, you scare me. Manual editors. 3 people to look over the instruction manual, or... Yep, and Peace in Hyrule. You can recognize all these characters that you should have encountered on your journey, and ignore the fact that the Kokiri are out of Kokiri Forest, where they're supposed to die if they leave. Guess maybe that turned out to be bullshit. I don't know. All the townsfolk. English text translation by Hiro Yamada. Well, you did a good job, Hiro. Shankar, man. All these people. And chicks sleeping in the background, and the old hag petting her... Or we'll say cat. We'll call it a cat. On the Carpenters. I suppose that's a voice actor. The Mask Salesman. And she's gotten over her allergy. Big Goron gets to go somewhere. Nintendo of America support. Yoshio Tsubuoki. I speak absolutely no Japanese, so I'm probably fumbling with these names. That's kind of the trouble with a lot of the things in Zelda. Yeah, that's right, Mido. You go sit over by the stinky kingfish. Nobody likes you because you're a dick. And you're like, holy crap, there's an asteroid flying at me. Ah!
It's okay. That happens all the time.
I always thought it'd be neat at the end of the game if they let you choose your ending, who you wanted to marry. They'd come up with like 5 or 6 options of whom you wanted to marry. Soraya, or Malin, or Rudo, or Naburu, or maybe the sleepy Bombchu bowling chick, or I don't know, some Goron chick, I suppose. And they have different endings based on that. Impa, and Impa's like hitting you with a frying pan all the time. Maybe one of the Great Fairies.